So, we begin this riff starting on the bass G with our middle finger, and our ring finger is going to fret this high D, 3rd fret of the B string, along with the open G. And we're going to use our middle finger and our ring finger to pluck those. So we have, that's the beginning. Then, this index finger is going to hammer on 2nd fret of the G string here, this A note, and let go. And there's a little slap there before the last release. Then we're going to bounce off of this open G, open A, G, A, and come over to the 5th fret on the A string and the 4th fret of the D string to form this D shape. Then I'm playing an open G here, followed by another slap, and then pick all 3 notes. So all together right now for the intro we have and the right hand it looks like this. So that's the intro part, and then the second part of the intro riff looks like this. We're resuming this C shape with our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, this is a C, and our index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, this is an E. And if we play these 4 strings here, the A, D, G, and B, while holding the shape we get this chord. And that's the chord that we're going to base this riff off of right there. So we're not worried about the high E's at this point, just these 4. So at this point, what it sounds like in entirety is this. So he's holding the shape here, and he's bouncing off of this index finger with a pinky on the 5th fret of the D. So a little bit of finger strength here to pull off of that note, while holding the C down. So that's the hammer-on. And then this shape is going to hold, and we're going to finish by playing these 4 strings that we just talked about. So in the right hand it looks like this. For that chord I'm using all 3 of these fingers here and plucking these 3 strings here, the D, G, and B. So there is a little slap in there. So, with both the right and left hand, you get this. I'm still holding this C shape here, and the pinky is the only finger that's doing work at this point. So that's the second part of the intro riff. So now we've got those 2 together, and then the song progresses into the pre-chorus, which is the series of chords, which you know they're the open E. Now a lot of times this this D up here, 3rd string B fret, 3rd fret B string, that's going to be held throughout most of the chords, just to keep a sort of consistency. So even in the open E, So you're still playing an open E minor chord, like you would, you know, open, second fret, open, open, open. And then he's going to fret this D up here. And that's, I guess, just to, it's kind of a reminiscent note that fits throughout the progression. And then we're going to move on to the next chord, which is a D variation. Index finger on the bottom E, second fret. Middle finger on the G string, second fret. And again, this D note remains the same. And then just a regular G here. And then we're going to move to a C shape. These two fingers are just going to jump up a string, or down a string I should say, and these two are staying the same. So you go from here to 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D. So that's the, I guess, post-verse, pre-chorus kind of thing. And then another pre-chorusy thing is the Am I Living It Right part. So you have D, C, and G, again, all holding this same note. And the same sequence, except instead of the low G, going to an E minor. And then again. Now we play this F shape. So this is a 1st fret on the low E, and we're barring the entire 1st fret, and then playing 3rd fret A, 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G. A quick C before we go back into the original intro verse. So that's that sequence. Now, that's going to repeat, and then we'll eventually go into the bridge. And in the bridge, we have this, the lyrics are, so what, so I've got a smile on. And he's using the same F major chord that we just talked about. And then he's using this shape. So here's what it sounds like. So you have your regular F here, and then we're going to move up to this 1st fret A. Middle finger is going to come over to the 3rd fret D, and our pinky finger is going to hit the 5th fret G string. So this is a bit of a stretch. 1st A, 3rd D, 5th G. Just those three. No, none of the other strings are used. And then this shape is going to move up 2 frets. So now we have the 1st finger on the C. The middle finger is on the D of the 5th, and the pinky finger is on the G string 7th. So you have this palm muting pattern. So on the right hand I'm just doing sort of some palm muting as if I had a pick. I don't really have one right now. We're going to this Don't Believe Me part. And that's a standard G, C, D, C, G. Just like before, holding these notes up here. So and now we come to this interesting little section. I think the lyrics are like, when I say I've got it all, or got it down, something like that. and that's going to be an open E minor. So open, 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, open, open, open. And a standard D shape. And then this is the chord I came up with as the 3rd chord, which is it's difficult to hear because there's a lot going on, but what it is a C here with my ring finger. That's important. Play this with your ring finger here. 3rd fret, A string, that's a C. Your index finger is going to reach over and play this D string on the 1st fret. So that's what we have so far. Then I have an open G, and my pinky is going to play this 3rd fret of the B string here. So you're just playing these 4 strings in the middle here. We're not playing either the high or low E's. This is a really nice sounding sort of darker C chord. So 3rd, 1st on the D, open G, 3rd on the B. So that's the 3rd chord of the sequence. We have open E minor, D major, this weird C, and then a standard, again, F major bar chord. And then back to the introduction riff. And that's really how the song will finish out. That's all the riffs repeated. So what I'm going to do is send over some tabs. I'll print them up or send them to you in PDF version so they're easy to read, and they'll be of all these riffs here. So reference the tabs and the video simultaneously, and hopefully that will help. If not, let me know, and I'll see you obviously next lesson, and we'll go over in more detail any of the parts that were unclear. So I hope this helped. I'll see you soon.